So I'm about to start working on this Craftsman lawnmower. It's got the Briggs & Stratton auto choke system on it, and I've got a brand new carburetor for it. This company's been pretty good. They're a good source for aftermarket carbs, and they're actually running a sale here pretty soon. All that information's in the description bar. April 28th to May 4th, I believe it is. The prices are really good already, and then they're adding a sale on top of that. But I've had really good luck with this HIPA brand, so I just figured I would share that with you guys. I know I use their stuff a lot in my videos. Also comes with a new O-ring, a new air filter box gasket. So I need to find a couple screws for this. I was not provided with any. This was a trash find lawnmower. So the first thing we're gonna do is set that there because I'm gonna come back for that. Let's take the air filter off. Yeah, that filter needs to be changed. Auto choke vane. I just kind of like to let those sit to the side like that. So we'll just pull this off. Got another PCV line. Looks like a fuel tank vent line. All I'm going to do here is just pull that little clamp back. Pull this one off. I guess there is a little bit of gas left in there. That's all. So the 2 3/8 bolts on the carb. This thing definitely smells like bad gas. There we go. So, new fuel line. We'll just kind of plop this in place. There we go. Now to get the carburetor ready. All right, so I just washed all that spilled fuel off of the deck. And the only thing I'm doing right now is just kind of going through and tidying things up, I guess. I don't know if this mower had been leaking oil, but it is way more greasy and grimy under all this than it should be. And I've cleaned up most of it. Cleaned off the underside of the air filter box, so that's all nice and clean now. Now we can install a carburetor. So with this, the old O-ring came off with the other carburetor. Here is the new O-ring. That just goes right here. This surface is nice and clean. And we have the carburetor. With these, I kind of like to stick the 2 bolts on through, hold them with my fingers like that, and then get this linkage. Slide that back on very carefully, just like that. And now you can see this spring is a little stretched out. Hopefully that doesn't present to be a problem. I don't think that it will. Everything is moving as it should be. That's about perfect. There we go. So I'm happy with that. Put the gas cap back on so we don't lose it. Can't forget the fuel line. New hose, so it's not all that pliable yet. Our new gasket here with these. You just stick them on. There's really nothing to it. what I like to do is stick the bolts on through. Stick both of these PCV lines back in place, and then just line up the threads with the screws. And I just like to start them finger tight sometimes. You don't want those too tight. I know this tool really well, as I've said in many other videos. So I know how much tension I need to put on the trigger to get the desired torque. But everything's good here. I'm going to go find a new air filter for it. Then we're going to check the oil. All right, new air filter. Let's throw that back in. Enough. Now we're just going to throw this back in place. Like I said earlier, I do need to find a couple screws for it, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. Got to check the oil. Yeah, it looks like we're either completely empty on oil or we need to top her up. So let's get it on the ground. Oil of the day. So I've got gas in it. Check the oil level one last time. Right where it should be. I don't know if the camera can see that or not. Need to mess with this cable a little bit. Blade's in good shape. Need to clean up the underside of the deck a little bit, but let's see what happens. I'm definitely satisfied with that outcome. I've never had one of these start on one pull like that. I didn't mess with this thing. I didn't pull the cord off camera, nothing beforehand. That was genuinely my first pull with this thing, and it starts right up. Never had one of these do that, but I guess those carbs are decent after all, huh? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to clean this thing up, and then it's pretty much ready for sale.